Bingo. Yeah, she makes my skin crawl too. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host, Richard Holmes, for the next, I don't know, hour and a half or so. Nice sunny day here in Texas. I figured I'd take it out to the backyard instead of the studio and talk a little bit about how and why Katherine isn't being allowed access to any churches in America anymore. Pardon my fucked up hairdo. So Katherine, let's be real clear about this, all right? Let's be real clear about something here, Katherine. If anybody's noticed lately that Katherine hasn't been allowed access to any local churches for the most part, okay? All the churches that she went to last year, nobody's inviting her back. It's very few and far between unless she's inviting herself back, okay? And the reason for this, Katherine, is because it was really the Rockport, Texas church that put everything into perspective. Like, you're going to these churches and you're literally cleaning them out, Katherine. You're literally cleaning them out, Katherine, okay? So what she does, she's going to these churches, she's cleaning them out, and you a pussy, Rich Holmes. And then once the church finds out what's happened, it's already too late. Katherine's taking the money and run. Now this is true. Go back and look at all of her events this last year. Where has she gone? It's been all overseas, everybody, because she knows she can't come into America anymore. She can't do this shit in America anymore and get away with it. All right? She knows that. She knows that. Katherine, you know it. We know it. And all these other churches that you're going to also know it. Okay? That's, again, why you're not being allowed back in. The Rockport, Texas, Katherine, again, that was the nail in the coffin. That made everything clear. It made everything clear why you're only a one and done pastor and prophet, right? Is because you go to the church and you clean them out. Everybody's like, we are fucking never having her back again because she was shady. She was a bitch. Her and her little fucking slut sister, John Tollywood. I mean, John Toll and Katherine, do you guys get this? Hey, Chris, how you doing today, man? Do you guys not get this? This is why you're not being allowed back, okay? You're being denied. Yeah, I'm sure the fucking locals in Dubai will flock to it. Yeah, KathrynKrick, some fucking pasty-ass white chick from Beverly Hills. I'm a prophet, Dubai. No, you guys, and Katherine's going to these really upscale places. Now, Katherine's being controlled by Jord Davy, okay? Let's be real clear about that. Katherine has a handler, and that's the Jord Davy guy over in Tanzania. When Katherine starts to get out of hand, like the thing in the Philippines, the event in the Philippines, Jord Davy showed up there. For whatever reason, whether it was to put her back in line or get money from her, it was one of the two, or to get some. Hey, booty bandit, Mia Quaco. It's one of the two, okay? Jord Davy had to get her ass back in line because she's getting out of control, okay? Or she's getting pipe or getting money over there, okay? Because Katherine is indeed laundering money. She's using her organization, she's using her church, okay, to launder money out of America. Oh, next to the Demon Lord Kenneth Copeland, she is SP370. She's dirty, bro. Dude, she's creepy, dude. SP370. I do love Tender. I knew it was you. I like it. Bingo. We're not talking about KathrynKrick today. About why she's being denied access, okay? And Katherine, again, the Chris Valentin interview, that was him trolling you. You do realize that, right? Katherine, that was Chris Valentin trolling the shit out of you. You just don't know it. You're just too dumb to realize it. That's all. And again, go ask Rockport, Texas. Katherine, call the Rockport, Texas pastor. Ask if he can go back to his church. If he says no, ask him why not. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. She's the weakest link. Jord Davy is her handler. That's her handler. Has to be. That's her handler. Okay? Because that's where the money's going. Well, and the thing is, Lord Pender, okay, Rockport, Texas, right? Remember where she had her face on the fucking shirt, right, bro? Well, I spoke to the pastor there, dude, and he said, dude, they came in and ordered $300 meal between the two of them. That pastor was extremely upset about that. He was so mad. Yeah, Dubai is a known haven for money laundering. Exactly. She called him daddy and papa and baba. Yo, what up, biotech construction, the motherfucking heezy. Um, we're talking about KathrynKrick today and how she's being denied access to basic Christian churches in America now. And again, go look at her services. Has anybody seen her give a service in a Christian church this year? No, not really, right? Park behind it in Rockport, yep. You know your grift is over when you can't even paddle your bullshit in the USA. Exactly. Exactly. That's where I'm pointing at, Kid Freshie. Is Katherine is such a fucking con artist is she can't even throw her grift around in America anymore because everybody's onto it. Katherine, you've made a complete idiot of yourself. I want you to realize that. Again, why KathrynKrick, okay, the point of this live today is why KathrynKrick is being denied access into local Christian churches. Yeah. She calls him daddy in front of Jord Davies' actual daughter. Exactly. That's fucking creepy, right? Not only that, but Katherine, you have a real dad. You have a real dad. Don't you think your dad thinks that's a little weird and creepy too? I would think so. I would think so. If I had a child and I saw her doing some shit like that, I'd be like, what the fuck did I just see? Rachel Bone, it's not an occult, it's a cult. Yeah, it's a cult. It's not an occult, okay? C-U-L-T. There's, yeah. No, I'm actually in my backyard. I'm in my backyard. I was in Shutaway over the weekend. Okay, now I'm in my backyard. Exactly. Any woman calling another man daddy who is not her father is creepy for sure. And I'm sure she was calling him daddy, but not in that way, right? She was calling him daddy, okay? But not in the way that you or I think so. She was calling him daddy on stage, and then she was most likely calling him daddy in the bedroom. Okay? No, fuck that. No. No, who does that? Exactly. Who the fuck calls somebody mommy or daddy that's not their mommy or daddy, right? No. No. Exactly. Even the charismatic and word of faith are leery of Katherine. Better buddy up to the prosperity gospel crowd, Mac. Yeah. No, Kenneth. No. Would David's? Yes, absolutely. Yes, Irie Dread. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, 100%. No. Crick's dating life? No. Fuck. Lord Pender. Lord Pender, bro. Hey, dude, imagine trying to be her boyfriend, bro. Imagine trying to be the boyfriend of KathrynKrick, my guy. I only call my mama mommy and I'm disabled. Yeah. You guys get it here? Hit that like, man, too. Let me know you're not a troll. We're talking about why KathrynKrick is being denied entry to local churches today. And Katherine, you're probably wondering why you're not being allowed in is because you're making a complete shit show of everything. Oh, she has restraining orders against guys in LA. Okay. No, 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 no. I don't, Katherine would probably just be a fucking starfish, dude. Hey, Ted Morgan, how you doing today? No, Katherine would just be a starfish, bro. She'd just probably fucking lay there, bro. No, Katherine probably wouldn't know what to do, dude. That's what I mean about all this is Katherine's claiming to be an apostle, but she can't hold down a relationship. She's not married. She's with her lover, John Tall. She's fucks Jord Davy overseas when she goes. She's laundering money. Yeah, he anointed her like a fucking fire hose. That's all right. And that's the thing, Katherine. That's why we're all here talking about you, Katherine, is because you are shady. Yep. The daddy mommy thing shows that Christianity is all about, yeah, it is. Well, exactly. That's why you could never, no man could ever be in a relationship with Katherine, man, is because honestly, try, men, try think of being in a relationship with KathrynKrick. Sit there and think about that for a hard second, right? What would that honestly be like? What do you think that fucking shit show would fucking look like if you were trying to be a boyfriend to KathrynKrick, man? Imagine that shit. It'd be a mess. It'd be a mess. Katherine, oh my God, Katherine, if you did anything wrong, Katherine would make your life a complete fucking hell. Trust me. Live in Wichita, good town. Yeah. I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship with her, dude. Look at what she does on social media, man. Look at what she does on social media. She goes out, calls herself a prophet. Imagine Katherine waking up, be like, okay, have a nice fucking day. I'm gonna go out and be a fucking prophet now. Fend for yourself. Have a nice day. No intimacy, no communication, no relationship, no love, just a completely cold fish. That's KathrynKrick. And Katherine, ask yourself, why aren't you being invited back? Why aren't you being invited back to any churches, Katherine? Have you seriously asked yourself that? Or are you just like, okay, I'm one and done. I already did my work there. The demons have been healed. I don't need to fucking follow up with anybody. And Chris Valentin put you on blast perfectly, Katherine. You were saying that you do follow up. You said that you do follow up. You're a liar, Katherine. I would too. If she comes to San Antonio again, I'm there. If she comes to any area close to San Antonio, nope, she's done. Nope, I'll show up. And she knows that. That's why she won't come around any churches anymore. Too many people know about her bullshit, you guys. Look at what she's done. I mean, Gordy and Diane, honestly, Gordy and Diane, is this what you wanted for your daughter? Is this what you wanted for your daughter? Ask yourself that. When she was born, you're like, okay, what type of animal describes you best? I don't know, dude. Fuck, it's a dumbass question. And Katherine's theology, you guys, like with the book burning, right? With the book burning, that's just proof. You guys, I mean, look at Katherine's shitty book, y'all. I know that pissed a lot of fucking people off, burning her book. But I don't give a fuck. That's freedom of speech. I could have burned the Bible and said the same shit, and nobody could do anything. Would have pissed a lot of people off, but I'm not that type of person. Because that is actually, that's actually scripture, right? It's written. Yeah, fuck the book burning, man. Really. Fucking trolls, man. Fucking trolls. Yeah, it definitely stirred up the crazies that day. It did. It stirred up the crazies. It brought out the weirdos. And it definitely, I think it probably had an effect on Katherine to some effect, okay? It was epic. Epic. Thank you, freedom of speech. Thank you, First Amendment. Thank you, Founding Fathers, for giving me that right to burn books. Especially when they're trashy books like that. It's like, and you guys see how fast they burned, right? They went up super fast because those books, they're fucking evil, man. Crypt Blue, you know what's funny about all these trolls in here? It's like, you want to go raw dog a prostitute? That's cool, man. You want to get AIDS or some shit? That's your fucking prerogative. Yeah, Greg Locke was like, book burning. Yeah, fucking burn some books. Let's go burn some Bibles, everybody. Burn books don't make you no smarter. Well, when they're shitty books, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Rich would either be an orc or a polar bear because those are the only two most predators on Earth. I hunt walruses. I'm like fucking shark or something like that. Fucking walrus shark or some shit like that. It's a new species of shark that hunts walruses. Yeah. All right. Back to KathrynKrick. Yeah. You came in troll, right? Exactly. When you accidentally told the truth when you said she sucked his you-know-what. Hey, Chrissy, what up? Fuck yeah, she did, dude. That's the thing. It's like Katherine's blowing Jord Davy. And that's the thing. Jord Davy can't come to America. You guys, let me be clear about that. If Jord Davy sets foot on American soil, I guarantee he'll be fucking arrested or just fucking get the fuck back on that plane and you take your ass out of this fucking country. We don't fucking want you here. Oh, you're here? Guess what? We got some questions for you. What the fuck are you doing here in our country in the first place? What the fuck are you doing with all this money? Why are we getting stories about fucking abuse over there in your fucking Tanzanian warlord fucking orphanage? I tell you, Jord Davy can't come to America. Katherine has to go to him. And Katherine, let me tell you something about these trips you're taking. These trips are high profile, Katherine. Yo, what up, Chuck Wood? Yeah, Jord Davy's from Tanzania. He's in Tanzania. He's from Tanzania, and Katherine recently went to Philippines and met up with him there. Whether I know what it was for. It was for some dick to exchange some money and most likely get some instructions. Okay. Yep. Well, he can't. Let me tell you something about Jord Davy. That fool's fucking blacklisted from America. He can't come here. He can't come here. He can't. Because of all the shit that's online about him now, about KathrynKrick and Jord Davy. That's why he won't come. Katherine, she'll go to meet him. That's cool, Jimmy. That's cool. You follow KathrynKrick? Yeah, watch him sometime, man. Tell me I'm fucking delusional. Go watch that fucking clown, dude. At least I'm not claiming to be a prophet or an apostle, Jimmy Shenkushi. Fuck is your name? You probably know what the fuck we're talking about in the first place. Go fucking watch another channel, douchebag. And who's dumb enough to believe KathrynKrick? Exactly. So get the fuck off my channel, dude. Why the fuck are you here, dude? Jimmy's actually choked on 2 demons today. But his demons were actually big fucking cocks, okay? Well, he runs this orphanage over there in Tanzania, Aaron. He runs this orphanage. It's a well-known place. And the stories we got, it's anything but. It's anything but. Like, these organizations are typically set up for human trafficking and child sex trafficking and child labor laws and shit, like child labor. Because the money, what Katherine's doing with it is taking the money out of America untaxed, unchecked, and then shipping it straight to Jord Davy and laundering it, man. He's taking a fucking cut. He's taking a big fucking cut off of Katherine too, and that's what people need to realize. I think so, and then some, Aaron. I do. It's one of the most AIDS-infested area of Africa, Tanzania. You got Mombasa right there. You got just some areas that aren't good, man. Aaron Olson, KK's laundering money internationally, bro. She's pushing money out of America, dude. No, dude, she's pushing the money international, my guy. She's taking it to a whole new level, bro. David, like, he's laundering the money right here in America. Oh yeah, it's a shithole, dude. Where Katherine's pushing the money to, and it's known to be a shithole. It's it's that part of the world. And it's the politics in that part of the world, but it's become Africa. Not directly, Aaron. On the back end, I think so. Yes, I think that's what this money is funding: terrorism, trafficking. That's what I think. Could be wrong, but based off the information we haven't got, if people were open about the money, we wouldn't have these theories about where the money's going, especially when we see fucking who she's associating with, right? What's the term? Guilty by association, right? Katherine, the people you associate with are the people we look at. All right, you saying you're anointed by this prophet? Well, we're looking at him, and this guy looks like a fucking complete dingleberry piece of shit. It does. It's a trend for groups like this. Go to Africa, push the money over to Africa where the government won't touch it, where the government won't go. But let me tell you something. The government needs to pull their heads out of their ass, and they need to start looking into these trends where these groups are going to Africa to send this money. They need to stop this. They need to stop this. Yeah, Uncle Jake, I've been to Kenya, but not Tanzania. It's not a place I need to go back to again. Exactly. Exactly. No, I blocked him. It's cool, man. And that's the thing. These people just come in and talk shit and say, oh, you sound delusional when they don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Fuck out of here, man. Katherine's delusional, which is why, again, Katherine, you are not being allowed back to any churches in America this year. And probably for good, Katherine. Chris Valentin, cheers to you, man, for fucking trolling her. And Chris, again, I don't support any of these fucking leaders. Trust me, I don't. Chris Valentin, Katherine, any of these church leaders you see online, I don't fucking support one motherfucker because they're all con artists. They're all out trying to get rich off the back of the taxpayer. Yeah, Tanzania State University, go pubic crabs, exactly. What Katherine's doing with the money. What Katherine's doing with the money, enriching her own life. She's not giving any back to the public community like she should be. under a 501c3. Okay, it's all going to motherfucking Jordavy, man. And Katherine, that's it. Doesn't anybody see that? The money's being taken off of her church, funneled to Jordavy. Yeah, Jordavy shows off having money, has to pay for protection, and that gets shady depending on who's in charge locally. Exactly. Katherine's dealing with some shady individuals locally. Again, why is Katherine doing her church services in a fucking theater? Well, because no church will host her, everybody. Miyaquako. Observation station. Hear me out here. Let's talk about Chris. Hey, Donna. Let's talk about Chris. Katherine is a threat. Okay? KathrynKrick is a threat to the entire Christian community. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, okay? I know that. And I'm not even fucking Christian, right? Observation. You guys say I'm Christian. I'm more Christian than a lot of people, and that's cool. I respect that. I personally don't claim the title of Christian. But the entirety of the Christian community is sick of Katherine's shit. Let's be clear about that. Everybody's been sitting back. The Christian community's been sitting back, watching, being like, man, this chick's fucking our grift up. Yep, so appropriate. She's in a theater. She's an actress. Exactly. Now, observation. Go back and listen to Chris's interview with trolling in mind. There were multiple instances where he laughed out of context. Certain questions he asked her. It was, Cleveland looks like shit today, so nice to see the sun on your background. Hey, right on, Javi. I'm glad to bring you some sunlight. Now, say Katherine's a threat to Chris Valentin, right? Chris at least knows Chris at least knows the Bible, right? Katherine doesn't know shit about the fucking Bible. Now, what better way? I would love for Katherine to come in my house so I can interview her in my fucking studio, but you think she's going to do that? No fucking way. Why? Because she doesn't control the dialect. She doesn't control the conversation. Exactly. He acted like he had no idea who she was. He knew exactly who the fuck she was. He knew exactly who she was. What better way to troll your enemy than to bring him on your show and sit him down on camera and drill him with questions and watch them fucking just destroy themselves? Yep. Yep. What better way? Observation station. I was thinking about that. I wasn't sure. But I went back, watched it, and I'm like, nah, fuck that. He's trolling her. Yeah, she'd be scared. Marley would kick her ass. Exactly. Marley would be like, Katherine, I'm going to piss all over your fucking shoes. Yes. Yes, there's a video of this, Thomas Lopez. Yeah. Go to KathrynKrick, Chris Valentin, watch the entire interview, and watch it with trolling in mind. Okay? Don't watch it as an interview. Watch it with trolling in mind, because I had a hard time figuring it out. But then I started learning about Chris Valentin and who he was. I'm like, okay. So Chris brings her on, right? Sits her down on his platform when everybody knows Chris Valentin is well known in the Bethel movement, right? And I know Chris Valentin's a fucking douche too, right? I know Chris Valentin's a douche too. I know that. I did some research on him and found out the guy's a complete fucking twat mop, okay? Pardon me for using that term, but he is. He's a douche, all right? So what better way, again, to out-douche your competitor than to bring him on their show? Exactly, and whether this was an attempt to see if he could gain some following off her or whatever, I don't know. That's still to be found out. But I noticed Chris Valentin's channel got quite a few subscribers, and there's a lot of comments on that interview. So it could be backfiring on Chris at the end, okay? Again, Chris Valentin's a piece of shit too, man. He's no better than Katherine. He's just mad. Chris Valentin's mad because the grift is starting to fuck up his grift. He would be an apostle and she came. Lord, good point. No last name. Negative comments. Yeah, there's negative comments on there too. Yeah, there's negative comments. I even emailed Chris Valentin, and the church was like, hey man, you better take that interview down. But who knows? Maybe they're trying to pick her up. I don't know. It's not going to look good at the end of the day. I know that. It won't look good. They're all fighting for the same money from the same people. Exactly, Uncle Jake, right? They all want the same money from the same people. Yeah, he is, Javi. He's known as like the apostle of the Bethel movement, right? He's got a lot of pull, dude. He's very well known. And this Chris, yeah, he's just another religious con artist. Exactly. Fivefold frauds, man. And again, it really was. What better way, Katherine, and I know you watch these, Katherine. I know you watch these. I know you do, Katherine. I know all your little fucking cronies do. I know John Tall does. Because you thrive off negative and positive publicity, right? Because you're a fucking complete psychopath. You're not even a narcissist, Katherine. You're a psychopath. You are. You're a psychopath. Because you thrive. You think you control all these situations and you don't. Okay. Again, is the volume low? I haven't had any. Check your volume. How's that? Let me try that. Because I'm using. Good. Yeah, it should be good. Very stupid. He says, "Are you 100% with me?" Okay. Yeah, Katherine fell backwards at Miss Q. She laughed out of context. Exactly. That whole interview, everything about it was, yeah. Everything about Chris Valentin's interview. Chris Valentin. And the fact that Katherine couldn't see the fact. Tad low, huh? Okay, I'll check the volume when I'm done here. I'm still kind of dialing these wireless mics in. So I'm still trying to kind of get them dialed in. So I'll mess with them later. But thanks for the feedback, guys. Appreciate that. But yeah, the Chris Vallow guy, he's also known to be a bit of a con. Not a bit, but he is. Yeah, I didn't hire Tony. Yeah, you guys need to get better jobs, okay? Stop fucking complaining. I'll go back and check it afterwards, man. I'll check it afterwards. Volume up, 1, 2, 3. Up now, 1, 2, 3. Exactly. That was one of the most transparently insincere presentations yet in that interview. Exactly, right, Donna? When you go back and you actually watch the presentation and the interview, you're like, oh, man. It was. And that, again, this is why Katherine's not being invited back to church, you guys. This is why she's not being invited back, because everybody started to figure out who she truly is. Like, everybody's going to watch that Bethel thing, and they're going to be like, people are going to start looking into Jord Davy and finding out who he is. And honestly, I question these Christians that are saying that Katherine's been anointed. I'm like, okay, who was she anointed by? Who's she anointed by? Exactly. That is my first question. Okay, if she's a prophet, who was she anointed by? They will never say, none of them will ever answer Jord Davy. Ever. Ever. Exactly. It won't be long until she's half asking for half of people's shit, right? Yep. It's like jumping off a cliff and then commanding the earth to catch them or something. Hey, Lucy Gray, good morning. Good morning. Another self-appointed grifter. Yes, and that's the thing. These people saying that these so-called prophets are anointed. Okay, by who? By who? It's that simple of a question. Who are these people anointed by? All you KathrynKrick followers out there, ask yourself, who is Katherine anointed by? Was it God? No. Was she there at the resurrection? No, not that I know of, because if she was, she'd be old as fuck. But as far as I know, she wasn't there. And that's one of the requirements. I do get that there are controversies about New Age apostles, and yes, I understand that. I get that, okay? But for Katherine to just come out one day and wake up and say, oh, I'm a prophet, everybody. I'm an apostle. Listen to me. Follow the leader, everybody. Give me all your shit, okay? Because I have the answer from God, and my spiritual father, Prophet Dr. Jord Davy over in Tanzania, anointed me multiple times over trying to knock me up with an anchor baby, and now I had the anointing. Christians need to wake up to this, man. All you churches out there that are thinking about having KathrynKrick, let me tell you something. Don't do it. Exactly. Dude, my mic's up all the way. My mic's up all the way. Her crowd is thinning. The stage act on Sunday isn't paying the bills. Yeah. The prophets are in the book, chapters of living, the truth, the word life. Okay, Katherine was looking like the witch that poisoned Snow White with an apple. Yeah, biotech, it's all the way up. Let me take the windscreen off. Let me take the windscreen off, see if that helps. Because it's got a little windscreen on it, so. Captain Crunch can't even steer a yacht, right? And that's the thing. Also ask yourself this, Christians that are following Katherine. What's Katherine's education level of theology? Really ask yourself that. Has she gone to any school or biblical school to learn? That's one question that I'll always ask. Where did they go to school? Where did Katherine go to school to get her theology? Her theology degree, her theology background, her training. I would at least like to think that she went to some school and sat down in some classes for a few semesters and got some kind of training. Exactly. It's her saying she's an apostle is just so she doesn't have to get a 9 to 5. Yep. Perfect score in twisting scripture. Yep. And she does have it, Thomas Lopez, right? And go watch the Chris Valentin interview, Tilo, and you'll see, bro. You'll see, dude, how bad he roasted her, dude. She didn't even know it. Hey, those lobster, they adapted into shrimp, okay? Exactly. There's self-educated Christians out there. KathrynKrick isn't even self-educated. Again, why she's not being allowed back to any churches, Katherine, and you know this. Katherine, I wonder why I'm not being allowed back to any of these churches. Well, Katherine, because all these leaders saw how much of an idiot you were. And the fact that your parents don't reel you in is even more disturbing. Yeah, she got mentored on the phone with Jord Davey. That's how she got mentored. You know what, Aaron? Honestly, I think when this all goes down, Katherine's gonna be arrested, bro. I think she's gonna be arrested, dude, for money laundering. I really do. She's taking money, dude. I think the IRS is watching her. I really do. Based off some information we've discovered, I really think the IRS is watching her, man. I think the IRS got really close eyes on her. Because, Aaron, let me tell you something about with something I learned with David, okay? When people like this, right, social media is a double-edged sword for some people. Specifically Katherine, okay? Specifically Katherine, David, Daniel Adams, all these idiots, right? Bob Larson, Vlad Savchuk, all these dumb shits coming out here, Guillermo Maldonado. Okay, social media is a double-edged sword, right? Because on one hand, they're using it to promote their scam, right? But on the other hand, what I've learned through all this is that when people like this come up really fast, it typically, people start to open up their eyes and their ears. And not people like you and me. Catch my drift? It's people we wouldn't want their eyes and ears opening up to, pretty much. Remember the part in Casino where fucking the dude had a wire in the supermarket, and the dude started talking, and he sunk the whole fucking deal? Same thing here, but only they're doing it themselves with social media. All they have to do is go back and investigate everything. They, meaning they, right? You know what, LP? I think she's gonna be arrested. She's gonna do some time. She's gonna do some time for some money laundering. Yep. She's gonna do some money for tax evasion, money laundering. She's gonna do some white collar crime time. That's what she's doing. She's committing white collar crimes. They're very hard to prosecute. She'll run back to Jord Davey, but what's he gonna do for her, man? Do I ever think David will come out of Shutaway CL King Group? He's been out of Shutaway, but ever since he issued death threats to me, he shut his fat ass up. That fucker shut up. Haven't seen him, haven't heard from him. Nothing. That little fucking land walrus fucking went back down to the deep depths. He came out of Shutaway to beg for money. Then after he fucking... Something crawled up his ass. And he felt the need to send me death threats and then email me, say he's allowed to do it because he's a prophet. I don't... She won't do prison time if her lawyer let her talk. She will be put in a jacket that makes her hug herself for the rest of her days. Yeah, that's ultimately what Katherine could also use as a jacket. Yeah, a straight jacket. Make her hug herself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, think of the people he owes money to who don't use the legal system. Exactly. CL King Group. Exactly. Think of the people that David owes money to who don't use the legal system. Hence, Jan L. Devico, the guy he got the big loan from for the Tampa mansion. Right? Think of that. Think of that. He owes a lot of money. David tried to take it all away. And the mansion in Florida, let's talk about David real quick. That mansion in Florida, that place is going to end up a fucking disaster, most likely. We don't know what the damage is on it yet, but based off what we've seen, there's a lot of water down there. There's a shit ton of water down in Florida where David is, and he's most likely... David can't even get back into his house in Tampa. Oh, he predicted the hurricane, but so much for his fucking fat ass stopping it, right? So much for his fat ass stopping that shit. Chris, thank you. Exactly. Fed prison time. Fed prison time. Exactly. Federal prison time. When you start laundering money, those are federal crimes, man. Those aren't just like civil crimes. Those are federal. And what makes it even more... The enhancement, Katherine, is it's international. Okay? You're taking money out of the country without it being checked and taxed. I would love to see the properties on Tampa get condemned. David's going to do federal time too when this is all over. David's going to do federal time too. Guaranteed. Because the crimes he's committing are also federal crimes. Money laundering, tax evasion, mortgage fraud, cross state lines, cult activities, forced labor. Exactly. This whole idea of shut-away, David, it's hysterical. No, he can't. The home in Florida, no, dude, it's flooded out, dude. That house, it's a possibility that house could have got flooded. Yep. Yep. That's all I'm hoping for is a window or a door blew open. That's it. Nope. No, Lord Pender, no, that's a contract. It doesn't matter. The weather, no. An act of God isn't going to stop a fucking balloon mortgage payment. No. There is no fucking way an act of God would be a hurricane, right? Because you can't fucking predict. We know it's hurricane season. David was dumb enough to buy a fucking house in a state where there are fucking hurricanes. Not only that, but to buy one in Tampa, where it's on the fucking coast, where they know they have hurricanes. There's no way he will get out of that balloon mortgage payment. Ever. Bullshit. I wish I could have got out of my mortgage when the fucking storm hit in Texas here, that snowmageddon. Oh, can I get out of my mortgage payment? Fuck no, pay the mortgage anyways. Ah, Sandra, whatever. There's nothing wrong with this prayer. The fuck ever. This lady Sandra, that video I posted, dumbest comment. Hang on. The mender should have required flood insurance. We don't even know. Oh, man. Oh, I tore my meniscus too, man, in the airborne. Yeah. Tore my meniscus. Fucking hurts. I never got it repaired either. My knee just started giving out on me one day and fucking drops me from time to time. But back to Katherine. Katherine, ask yourself that, honestly. Why aren't you being invited back to any other churches this year? Really, ask yourself that, Katherine. She's like, well, I guess I just did my job. And David? Oh, he still plays soccer? Alright, cool, hobby. I was going to see if Katherine put a new video up. Yeah, she's always doing videos. Okay. Dear Mama Apostle Katherine. That's what these people are calling her. And then she puts a post up, Happy Pastor Appreciation Day. And she puts a fucking photo up of herself. No bullshit. You can't make this shit up, you guys. Look at that. Happy Pastor Appreciation Day. That's the type of people you're dealing with. Look at that. That's Katherine sitting there looking like a fucking demon from hell. I mean, Katherine, you really think you're an apostle, don't you? You really think you're an apostle, don't you? You really think you're this apostle, that you're really got this great movement, that Jord Davy has anointed you. The real problem with you, Katherine, here's the real problem with you. And me not being a doctor or anything like that, or a therapist, but let me tell you something. You're out of your fucking mind. You're insane. You need to have your head checked. You need to go see a psychologist, not a therapist or anything like that. You need to go see a fucking psychologist, Katherine. You need to go have your head checked. You need to go have your reality checked. Hey, what's up, Doc? She really does. And you know, shame on Gordy and Diane for never having her fucking checked, because I'm sure all the signs were there of mental health concerns, and you guys just never did anything about it. Yeah, Jord Davy was actually trying to have an anchor baby with Katherine, dude. No, he was trying to knock her the fuck up, dude. No, he was trying to knock her up, man. He was trying to get her pregnant so he can have an American anchor baby, dude. So he could come in and out of America whenever he wanted. Absolutely, she was abused. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. That's why we have Katherine. Because he abused her. Like, Katherine probably wanted to be married, but she fell in with Jord Davy, and he used her and abused her. Spiritually, emotionally, absolutely. Yeah, Jord Davy wanted a green card, so he tries to get Katherine pregnant. Exactly. Oh, I have a baby. My wife is an American. She has my baby. But never happened. Yeah, Jord Davy wants that American green card. Anybody that's ever been around Jord Davy, I do in a sense, yes, Aaron. Yeah, maybe not forcibly, but in a spiritual sense, yes. In that context, yeah, he used his prowess as a prophet and an apostle. Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Yeah, not forcefully though. Catch my drift, Aaron? You with me, bro? Not forcefully, but he used theology. Yes. Yes, absolutely. He used the theology, yes, to abuse her. It's like using it as a weapon of war, right? Yes, definitely. Suspect KK has an Axis 1 diagnosis. Dude, I think she's got multiple, Doc. Paid, yep. Yeah, they paid. Gordy and Diane paid to send their daughter to be sent to Tanzania to be taken advantage of. Yep. Kind of like Ashley and David's group. KK is slightly more intelligent. No, KK's dumb. She's dumb. She thinks she's smart. She thinks she's intelligent, but she's not, dude. She wants everybody to think that she's really smart. Like, I don't consider myself that smart of a guy. Just fucking common sense goes a long way. But KK, she's fucking dumb. She's fucking dumb. And it's almost like when Jord Davy's around, it's she goes into high school like Sweet 16 mode, okay? That use sex as a means to get things done. Yeah. And that's, imagine sending your daughter to Tanzania to go fucking get fucked over by Jord Davy. That's what happened. That's what happened. her parents paid for her own demise. Yeah, he's posing with armed security. What does that tell you? Like, this guy's got to pose with armed security. What's he so fucking scared of? And again, Katherine, why aren't you being invited back to any other churches? Have you ever questioned that? Really ask yourself that question, Katherine, when you go to bed tonight. Why am I not being invited back to any other churches around America? And really sit there and ponder about all the stuff you've done, all the bullshit you've pulled, okay? All the lies you've told, all the money you've stolen, all the money you've laundered, all the lives you fucked up, including Anthony Lowe and his wife, and some of the other men that have come out. No, she is, Javi. She is. No, she's being invited now at this point to be laughed at. That's why Chris Valentin, we're talking about it today, Javi. She's now being invited to get laughed at. Exactly. Every show that KathrynKrick does now, where she's a guest, it's all going to be to laugh at her. This is going to drive her fucking nuts now because she knows she got trolled. She knows she got trolled. She probably went back and watched it and was like, fuck, man, he did troll me. Katherine knows what she's doing. She ain't dumb. She's stupid, but she's not dumb. She knows she got trolled. She finally fucking put it up on her channel, a post about the interview, because we already said, why don't you put the video up on your channel, Katherine? Then she puts it up in a post, right? Yeah, I wonder why only black dudes get the keys to the kingdom. I don't know. Well, in David's case, it's not because he's a fucking hung, that's for sure. But with regards to Katherine, man, we won't be seeing Katherine invited back to many churches here in America anymore, you guys. Not anymore. She's made a complete shit show of herself almost in every state she's gone to. Every state she's gone to, Katherine has made a complete ass of herself. I mean, church pastors, if you had Katherine, did she make an ass of herself? Is that why you don't have her back? I know Rockport did. I know Rockport had an issue with her, and that's why they don't have her back. Katherine, you really, really should stop what you're doing. Yeah, she's been to Oklahoma. Fuck yeah, she's been to Oklahoma. She's pretty much been to every state almost, dude. It's really... She's knocked out, dude, she's traveled a lot, Aaron. Which is why, again, based off some of the shit we found out, Katherine, the IRS is watching you. The IRS is fucking watching you. I'm sure she has. Go back and check her revival itinerary, man. Go back and check her itineraries, dude. She's been all over the fucking place the last few years. She's made a complete shit show of Christianity, and that's why Chris Valentin fucking trolled her on his channel. And she does. She's looking old and haggard as fuck now, you guys. Yep. Got shut down in Tampa. Oh, at the park that one time? Yeah. So this is literally a public park. Like, we don't fucking want you here. Get the fuck out of here. Yep. Elon Musk. That guy's a fucking Nimrod. He's smart, but he's fucking... Yeah, that's the thing. She won't... Again, you guys, Katherine's not going to get invited back to any of these places again, you guys. Nowhere. No church is going to have her again because they all saw what she was about this last couple years. And these churches probably started calling each other, hey, did you have this issue? Yeah, we did too. Holy shit. Okay, we're not going to have her back. Hey, neither are we, because we didn't like what was going on when she was here. She was this, and this dang. She did the exact same thing while she was here. Starts traveling around to all these other churches. That's it. That's how Katherine's going to get taken down in the end. That's it. Katherine, you need to stop. Put the bullshit down. Hey, Matt, how you doing today? What we're talking about today, Matt, is why Katherine isn't being allowed to any churches in America. If you've noticed, she hasn't really been invited back the last year. When was the last time you saw her go do a service at an actual church? It's been, what, hotels? It's been event centers. It's never a church. And now the invitations are less and less and less, and we're seeing less and less and less of Katherine going to churches and preaching. It's always like at these event centers, Matt. She's burned all the bridges. Exactly. She's burned every single bridge that she's built or crossed with these churches. But she doesn't care. She's like, fuck it, I got the money out of it. I'm out. And that money, right up the nose, man. Right up the nose. Right up the pipe. For her and John Tall. That's all it was about, was for her and John Tall to go on their little trip, their little trips around the world, and use the donor money and fucking make an Instagram thread out of it. Using the donor funds. And what's really great about all this is the people who ever donated money to her trying to get something back, guess what? Go look at her Instagram page and see where she spent your money. Go see where KathrynKrick spent everybody's money this last few years. All the donor money. Yeah, non-essentials. Yeah, the Demon Slayers are a fad. They're going to be done and over with soon too. Yep. That church in Africa with Helga, the German Frau, they weren't happy. No. She's already been kicked out of Holland, right? She can't go back to Holland and preach. So she's actually been kicked out of a country. Okay, she can go back there and travel as a guest and a tourist, but never again can KathrynKrick go to Holland and preach as a pastor, ever again. She has been banned in that sense. So, I mean, Katherine, you triggered a government, Katherine. Yeah, Katherine, why are you going to Dubai? Because it's such a nice, it's fucking expensive there. Dubai, Katherine? Come on, man. You're going to Dubai? You've already fucking been to Dubai, Katherine. And she's going to fucking fly first class, her and her little fucking slut sister, John Tall. Yeah, exactly. Holland is smarter than the damn U.S. Exactly. Like, hey, you can't fucking do this anymore out here. I don't know where the next conference is going to be. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. It better not be anywhere near San Antonio, because I'll fucking show up. I swear to God I will. Fucking swear to God I will. I'll fucking broadcast right in front where she's going to do her fucking event from. Exactly. See, in these venues, again, the Philippines event, she was just a guest there, everybody. That wasn't her event. She's desperate. She's setting up these places herself. No places are inviting her. Exactly. These theaters, they're staged. That's it. She calls it a stage. Even in Chris Valentin's interview, she kept calling it a stage, not an altar. That's what Katherine thinks of all this. It's all a stage show for her. Like, she's the brand. She's the fivefold brand, Katherine. And you know that. You've branded yourself as this apostle of the fivefold movement, and that you're the new age pastor and what the fuck ever. But you're certifiably insane, Katherine. You're certifiably insane. If you went in and sat down with a therapist and told them you're a prophet and an apostle and you started laying out your life and all this, they'd be like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and just fucking medicate you right here. And Jessica Anderson, your opinion's a lie, but thanks for stopping in and leaving your opinion. I'm not bitter. You know what I'm bitter about, Jessica Anderson, is people like you sitting back and just being like, oh, we're going to pray for these people. Okay? Pray for them, but don't go out there and investigate them and prove that what they're doing is wrong, okay? Because that's just not godly. God doesn't want you doing that. Jessica, save me the holier than thou bullshit, okay? Please. Please. We are destroying her, Jessica. Let me tell you something. I've already got a fucking cease and desist from her on my fucking wall, which lets me know she thinks about me, okay? And if we weren't exposing her properly, she wouldn't have sent that shit, okay? We're onto her fucking scam. If you don't like it, go watch another fucking channel, please, okay? I don't force anybody to fucking be here. If you don't like it, go. All right? You don't like my cussing? Move the fuck on, please. Okay? Go ask Katherine for a fucking donation next time you need help and see what kind of response you get from her. I don't deal well with that, Jessica, okay? Trust me, I've been through my fucking life. I know when I know bullshit when I see it, and Katherine's fucking bullshit scam. I don't like scammers. You got a problem with it? Go watch somebody else's bullshit, okay? Go watch somebody else's channel, all right? Tired of the fucking holier than thou Christian saying, you're gonna destroy yourself. No, the fuck I'm not. I would have done it already, okay? I would have done it already if I was gonna destroy myself. Yeah, fuck, man. I've been to hell and back. Jesus Christ, there's nothing she can do to make my life any more fucking complicated than my life has already been, right? Trust me, Jessica. Won't go well here. If you don't like my channel, go. Simply click back and get the fuck out, all right? Thank you for sharing your comment. Exactly. Exactly. Why are so many Christians reluctant to call her out? We don't want to do that. We just want to pray for her. No, fuck that. I'm calling her out. I've offered her airtime to come and talk, and so we could do a legit interview and ask her legit questions. But no, you know what she won't do is come out to a channel where she doesn't control the content. Exactly. Exactly, Jessica. Katherine's literally defrauding the Christian community, and all you can sit back is, you're going to destroy yourself quicker than you destroy her. No, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, if you don't like me calling her out, go start your own channel and do it your own way, please, okay? I respect your views and I respect your Christianity and your belief system, but what Katherine's doing, she's taking it outside of any type of belief system and just running a fucking scam. She might as well be on the fucking phone scamming people, okay? Because that's what she's doing, but she's only using religion to do it. Catch my drift? She might as well be in fucking India on the phone in one of those shady-ass call centers, okay? That's how I see these religious scammers. They are fucking bottom feeders, man, and they're feeding off your Christian community. Because I am not Christian. And I don't consider myself part of Christian community. I don't go to church. I don't associate with any church where I live. If I need guidance from God, guess what? I'm going to read the fucking Bible, man. I'm not going to go online and seek out guidance from some dipshit on YouTube. We're here trying to expose these con artists for what they are, because we know they are. If you don't like it, please. So, you got a better way? Please, tell me. Tell me. Ravenheart for you. KathrynKrick, she's not being allowed to any more churches in America. She's not being invited back. She's setting up all her own events because everybody's found out about who she is. Yep. Everybody's found out about who she is. Nobody wants her back. Nobody wants her back, Raven. Exactly. It's great. She's got to set up her own shit shows because everybody's like, dude, this chick's a fucking psycho. We want nothing to do with her. The thing is what I found out just by one pastor out of Rockport, Texas, and if you come across this, your information helped ultimately. Your information helped because all it took was one pastor to fill in, to pay. It was like that pastor just took a bucket of paint, bam, and just painted this big picture, just throwing it on the wall. That's all he did. All he had to tell me was a few things, and I was like, holy shit. So you're not the only one. And it was the fact that Katherine and John Tall, what they're doing is they're going to these churches, okay, and they're cleaning them out. They're cleaning them out. Someone's got to do it, Jessica. That's the thing. I'm not Christian. People here say I am, that I'm more Christian than a lot of these fucking people on social media. But I don't align with those belief systems. That's why I don't claim to be Christian. Because I don't feel that I am. I don't have a one-on-one fucking relationship with God. I don't talk to the dude daily like some Christians holier than thous do. Oh, I pray daily. Okay, fucking cool. Right on. Awesome. But these people are con artists, Jessica. Okay? Plain and simple. And some Christians are sitting out there like, well, I don't even know what to believe. Like, who should I follow? What about Kenneth Copeland? Is he genuine? It's like, holy shit. People really aren't thinking for themselves, Jessica, and that's the fucked up part about it, man. You want to know what I think about a big problem is? Mental health. Fucking mental health and the Charlie Victor 19er, man. Everybody went to social media during COVID and found all these fucks on social media claiming to be fucking prophets and can heal and make people better. It was almost, me and Matt have talked about this, man. It really was kind of an explosion of these fucking con artists coming out on social media claiming to be prophets during COVID. Then all these people seeking desperation for sure, losing family members, right? You got people sick, unhealthy, fucking alone, depressed, anxious, all the above. Then hey, put everybody on fucking lockdown. Nobody can go anywhere. Imagine that. That's gonna, when I fucking write this book, whenever I fucking sit down and start to lay it out, the mental health aspect is gonna be a huge part of it, and Charlie Victor 19er, and how those two factors crossed at a very critical time. COVID and social media profits. Jessica, welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the fucking conversation. Exactly. People are literally being fucking taken to the slaughter, Jessica. Cluelessly, man. And you know what the thing is, Jessica? What we figured out about these cult leaders, these social media prophets, they smell mental health issues on these people. It's a fucking sixth sense, man. It's disgusting. It's sick. You can look at some of these people and you can tell they're not fucking clicking, man. You can tell they're a couple cylinders off, right? And that's the sad part about it. There needs to be fucking laws against this. If you're starting to abuse mentally ill people, well, guess what? There's laws against abusing elderly. Can we have some laws against that? I know there's laws against abusing disabled people, that there's enhancements to laws, to fines and punishments when you abuse elderly, children, all that shit. Why can't we have that for certain type of church laws and shit like that, right? Hey, when you start crossing the lines into mental health abuse and fucking sick sexual abuse like we've been seeing with these churches and shit, Robert Morris, fucking, exactly. They're all fucking corrupt and it's all about money and their sick fucking pedophilia fucking agenda. It is, guys. These mega churches, they're sick. They're sick. It's all about their agenda. Katherine doesn't care about anybody. Katherine doesn't care about anybody. And I'm not afraid to say pedophilia on my channel because it's a fucking term in the dictionary to describe somebody that fucking loves children, that has a fucking attraction to children, okay? Yeah, cancel all mega churches. Yeah, Robert Morris, they're now in a $100 million lawsuit. Katherine, she's going to end up in a lawsuit eventually. Somebody's going to find out that she's moving money around, and she's going to end up in a huge fucking lawsuit. There's probably already scandal going on. We just don't know what it is yet, you guys. Conversation we've had, drugs, pills, maybe. Exactly, and no real apostle of Christ would ever do what these people do. Come out and issue death threats. David E. Taylor. Oh, I'm a prophet and I can do that because I'm a prophet. Fuck out of here. You're a prophet so you can issue death threats? Fucking suck it, David. Full of shit. He's all, I'll suck it. Give me a fucking jelly donut. I'll suck it. But KathrynKrick, man, you're going to ultimately end up answering some questions to the IRS. They're going to want to know where the money's going. They're going to want to know how you got it all. Exactly. And the thing, you guys, that's the thing. The whole thing, again, with Chris Valentin, he knows the Bible so he can twist it. He's good at twisting it. He understands it. He's educated, okay? Exactly. Christians, if your pastor's living in a fucking mansion, wears Gucci and Louis Vuitton, open your fucking eyes, man. Open your eyes, man. If that's not clear sign enough that your fucking pastor's living outside of the Bible and the laws of the Bible, yeah, Bethel Church is horrible. Chris Valentin, he's no different. Dude is probably sitting there with a fucking semi watching Katherine fucking just destroy herself. He's like, I'm gonna try and get her number after this. Yeah, Bethel Church is no different, you guys. Bethel Church is no different. He's just as much of a con artist as Katherine is. There's no difference. There's no difference between these people. Yeah, exactly. Owns a brand new Z06 Corvette. What's that tell you about Chris Valentin? It's all about money. It's all about money. I'm going to give him a call back today. Your Hogwarts is spiritual magic. And again, We were talking about this earlier. OBS. What better way to troll your enemy than to bring them on your fucking channel, right? Think David would ever come into my channel? Oh, somebody keyed one of his vets. Well, maybe he's up for another one. Corvette should be front engine, just saying. Yeah, so again, with Katherine, we're not going to see her invited back to churches, you guys. Same with, yeah. We have just one coat and give the rest away. Exactly. One of the things, I know some people might not know who he is, but Dave Ramsey, one of the things I used to follow with him is like, man, if you're fucking rolling in cash and your bills are fucking paid, you should give some of it back, okay? Because it says in the Bible you're not supposed to fucking hoard wealth, right? If I was rolling in fucking dough, I'd be fucking giving some money back to my community. Veterans, animal shelters, maybe go to a fucking local vet office. I don't know. I would find some type of organization that was legit. I would do the research on it and then decide on what I would want to give. But these people going out and just giving up entire life fucking savings to these organizations, 401ks, properties, wills, everything. The olive died. They're trying to raise her. Yeah. McCarran, some things don't need to be changed. Fucking neighbors. My neighbor's got some annoying ass dogs. My dogs are at least well behaved. Alright, they're flying. But I'm gonna go and start wrapping it up here quick. So if anybody out there is thinking about having KathrynKrick, okay, at your church, don't do it. Don't do it. It's a fair warning, okay? I already know why she's not being invited back. And if you have an experience with KathrynKrick, I'd love to hear about it. We all would. If you're a pastor from another church, and let me tell you something, pastors, we get it. We get that you guys don't like to talk bad about other people, but the public needs to know about what she's doing. Now, if you're protecting that information because you don't want to, I don't want to talk bad about somebody else, you're not talking bad. You're telling the fucking truth. Pink, go out. See you, Chris. Yeah, I'll give a few more minutes here. But you really need to question her. You need to question what she's doing, who she's anointed by, and don't just believe everything she fucking tells you. Because I know for sure why she's not being invited back. I would love to hear if there's any other churches out there who have decided against having her back. And for what reason? You can tell me directly and I'll release it to the channel. I won't tell what church you came from or whatever, but I'll put it out to the channel because people need to know. People need to know what she's doing. It's that simple. You're not being a snitch or you're not talking bad if you're telling the truth, okay? Especially if it comes down to when you should be protecting your flock, pastors. Like the church in Rockport, that guy told me, he's like, you know, I'm not going to let any of these people in my church. I was like, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I was like, dude, you need to protect those people. I was like, you're a pastor. I was like, those are your fucking flock. I was like, these social media prophets is like, they're here to scalp your members, dude. And I was like, let me tell you something. I was like, the last people you should be bringing into your fucking church are those guys. He didn't mention who it was. He didn't mention what social media guy he was going to have brought in. But I was like, look, man. I was like, I'm not Christian, but I was like, these guys are con artists, dude. And I was like, they're coming to scalp your members. Don't do it. And I'm going to tell every other church member out there that too. Every church leader who might have KathrynKrick at this point. You know what? What I found out is most of these churches have had her before. And they're like, oh, she's really great. But now look at it. When has she been allowed back? When has she been allowed back, Chuck Wood? She's not. Not anymore. All these pastors, these Christian churches, do your research on Katherine, okay? Do your homework on her. I got interviews. There's testimonies on the channel about her destructive nature, how she screws over people, how she takes the money from the churches and just runs. Expensive meals, first-class flight tickets, hotels, the works, you guys. Katherine's satanic. There's nothing Christian about this movement anymore. It's all satanic. She doesn't even say Lord. She says Lord. 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 Praise the Lord. Like really fucking dissing Jesus, Katherine. Some Christian you are, Katherine. Katherine, my suggestion is to you, stop what you're doing. go home and lock yourself in your fucking room until you get arrested. You'll have a good day, man. Rich out. I'll catch you on the next